Stellar, XLM, is flashing a major reversal signal. Will this trigger the breakout of 2025? You ever notice how just before a crypto explodes, it gets quiet? Not just quiet in price, quiet in attention. The hype fades, the headlines vanish, the influencers move on to the next shiny coin, and the community fractures. Half are begging for miracles, the other half are rage selling at a loss. The charts go red, Twitter turns bearish, YouTube thumbnails scream sell now. The fear starts to spread like wildfire, fast, emotional, and irrational. And in that chaos, something subtle happens. The volume drops, the volatility dies down. Feels like nothing is happening. But make no mistake, that's the calm before the breakout. Because behind that silence, whales are repositioning, algorithms are loading. Smart money is watching not the noise but the structure. And the ones who actually see what's coming, they don't blink. They never blink, especially when everyone else is running for the exits. Right now, Stellar XLM is in that exact position. Not a similar one. Not kind of like it. Exactly the same setup that has triggered every major reversal before a parabolic move. And bro, this isn't clickbait. This isn't some emotional pump piece. There's no moon boy fantasy here. This is a high-probability reversal signal flashing in real time. And what happens next could literally separate the impatient traders chasing dopamine from the disciplined investors who understand timing, structure, and market psychology. But here's the wild part. Most people won't even realize what's happening until it's already over. They'll look back at this moment, this exact chart, this exact setup, and say, man, I almost bought there. I should have held. I knew something felt off, but I sold anyway. Don't be that person. Before you even think about selling your XLM, before you let some comment section convince you that Stellar is dead, before the FUD poisons your long-term vision, you need to understand what's actually happening behind the scenes. Because while retail panics, while the exit doors get crowded, Stellar is quietly preparing for something massive. A move that, if you're paying attention, could completely reposition you in this market. And no, this isn't just about price. This is a strategic breakdown of why this move matters, what the smart money is already watching, and how you can position before this market flips on its head. So don't blink, don't panic, don't get distracted, because silence always comes before the surge. And right now, things are very quiet. Before we go any deeper, let me say this real quick. If you're here to actually win in crypto, not gamble, not follow hype trains, but truly understand the deeper forces that move markets, hit that subscribe button now. This channel isn't for the noise chasers. It's for people who want clarity in chaos, who want to read the signals before they flash green, who want to stack real conviction while others panic. Because by the time this video ends, you'll see exactly why most people are about to miss one of the biggest setups of the year. But you'll be ahead of it. Let's talk about what everyone's afraid of right now. Not just nervous about, full-blown panic. Just days ago, Stellar, XLM, tanked over 16%. In crypto terms, that's a gut punch. The market turned red. Social sentiment collapsed. And like clockwork, retail investors did what they always do. They ran. People didn't even wait to understand why. They just saw red and reacted. Comment sections went nuclear with defeat. XLM is dead. I'm out, taking the loss. Knew I should have gone with something safer. You could almost feel the energy shift. From quiet hope to loud despair. From diamond hands to instant paper cuts. But right there, in that exact moment when fear reached peak volume, a critical signal triggered. The SuperTrend indicator, one of the cleanest, sharpest, most respected trend indicators in the game, flipped red for the first time in months. Now let's pause right there, because this is where 90% of traders get it wrong. They see that red flash and go, oh, that's the end. Trend's broken. Time to bail before it gets worse. But that's surface-level thinking. That's exactly the kind of knee-jerk reaction the market is designed to provoke. Because here's what the smart money knows. And what retail completely misses, that red SuperTrend flip, it's not a death sentence. It's a setup. It's the market lighting a match under fear, just to shake the weak hands loose. See, SuperTrend isn't just a momentum tracker. It's a pattern recognizer, a trend inflection compass. And when it flips red not at the top of a rally, but at the bottom of a shakeout, it's not signaling a continuation. It's whispering something different. A trap is being set. Watch closely. They're about to reverse this hard. Because what's really happening here isn't technical. It's psychological. The market needs liquidity. And where does that come from? From people selling into weakness. So it triggers the perfect storm. A red candle. A red SuperTrend. A wave of emotional exits. And right behind that wave, buy orders. Big ones. Quiet ones. Hidden in plain sight. And here's where it gets even crazier. This exact setup already happened before, and not just once. Back in 2021, right before XLM went on a massive parabolic run, the exact same sequence played out. Price dropped fast. SuperTrend flipped red. Retail freaked out. And then boom, full reversal. XLM exploded. Caught nearly everyone off guard. Except the ones who understood the game. Because here's the truth no one wants to admit. Markets don't move based on retail emotion. They move based on liquidity engineering. And nothing creates liquidity better than panic. So if you're only watching the color of the candles, if you're reacting to red like it means danger, you're not seeing the setup, you're becoming part of it. And that's mistake number one. Because this isn't the end. This is the coiling. This is the fake out before the breakout. And those who understand that, they don't just survive the drop. They capitalize on the reversal that follows. But here's the part most investors always miss. They're so locked into the short-term emotion that they forget to check the long-term structure. They don't realize that this move, this drop, is engineered. It's designed to shake you out before the real momentum starts. That's mistake number one. Thinking the red signal means it's time to quit, when in reality it's time to lean in and look deeper. Because when the market gives you fear on a silver platter, and the chart flashes red right after a massive accumulation phase, that's not the end. That's the invitation. And the people who recognize that, they don't just survive the reversal. They ride it all the way up. Hold up. Let's break the pattern. You've been hit with the fear. You've seen the red candles. You've heard the panic echo through every tweet, every Reddit post, every Telegram group. But let's pause the emotional noise and zoom the hell out. Forget the day-to-day volatility. Forget what that one influencer with a laser-eyed PFP just yelled about. Forget even the charts for just a second. Let's go deeper. Let's ask the one question that separates the smart investors from the emotionally wrecked traders. What is Stellar actually building right now, in the real world? Because while price dropped 16% and crypto Twitter turned into a bonfire of hot takes and broken hope, Stellar didn't flinch. In fact, it accelerated. Stellar just launched AI-powered finance tools with FICC.ai, merging decentralized blockchain tech with advanced artificial intelligence to lead the future of DeFi. Not follow. Lead. This isn't a hype partnership. It's infrastructure for how fixed-income markets will run in the next financial era. Paris Blockchain Week, one of the most important stages in all of crypto, just highlighted XLM as a core digital currency for cross-border and institutional-grade finance. You don't get that kind of spotlight unless major players are already involved behind the scenes. Digital Wealth Partners, a firm managing capital for the elite, the ultra-high net worth, officially added XLM custody support. That's not retail buying the dip. That's legacy wealth preparing for integration. And behind the curtain, massive cross-border payment infrastructure is being built out right now on Stellar's rails. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Now. Global corridors. Compliance-ready. Enterprise scale. So let's get this straight. While the crowd is crying over a red candle, Stellar is out here making chess moves in artificial intelligence, international finance, high net worth wealth management, real-world payments infrastructure. This isn't collapse. This is consolidation, the quiet zone before the ignition. This isn't weakness. This is smart money accumulation, while the impatient get distracted by temporary noise. And if you can't see that, then you're not just missing a trade. You're missing the macro narrative that'll drive the next breakout. Because here's what the market never tells you out loud. Red candles are loud. Fundamentals are quiet. But only one of them builds wealth. This price drop is the bait. The market wants you to bite. It wants you reactive, emotional, short-sighted. But you're not here to play checkers. You're here to see the 4D chessboard laid out in front of you and move like a strategist, not a speculator. So here's the real question. Are you going to panic with the crowd or position with the smart money before the market flips? Because history doesn't reward the loudest panic. It rewards the quietest conviction. And this is your moment to choose which side of history you're on. Breaking it all down, the signals, the strategy, and how you position for what's coming next. Because the breakout isn't coming. It's being engineered. So now that we've peeled back the layers, what do you see? We've uncovered the truth beneath the panic, the fear, and the noise. Stellar isn't just reacting to market conditions. It's actively shaping them. The market will always test you. It will try to shake you out. But if you're tuned in to the signals, not the noise, you can turn every drop, every red candle, every piece of FUD into an opportunity. Right now, Stellar is positioning itself for the kind of growth that will make most people regret not taking action. The question is, are you going to be one of the ones who sees it coming? Or will you be on the sidelines wishing you had? But here's the thing, this isn't just about following the trend. This is about mastering the game, understanding the psychology, the moves behind the moves, and using it to your advantage. Because when the breakout happens, it's going to happen fast. Now, if you're serious about understanding the deeper signals, positioning for the next big crypto move, and riding this wave all the way up, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. We've only scratched the surface of what's really happening with Stellar and the broader market. I'm here to make sure you're not left behind. And if you're ready to move beyond just watching the charts and actually take action, now's the time to stay ahead of the curve. So subscribe, like, and drop a comment below to let me know. What do you think about Stellar's position right now? Are you ready to hold through this potential breakout? Or are you letting fear take over? Whatever you choose, don't let this moment pass you by. This is your opportunity to make the smart play, not the emotional one. We're just getting started. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.